The beginning, the beginning, the beginning, the beginning.
At the time of recording this, I've spent a good amount of time looking at UX-related job listings, and honestly, it's been an insightful experience, to call it something. UX represents user experience, or the process of how people interact with a product. On the surface, that's a very straightforward definition. However, if you look at the job listings, then that illusion of simplicity comes crashing down. You see UI UX, UX UI, as if changing the order of the letters changes the job. Product designer, growth designer, all different names for roles that overlap massively. More recently, I've also seen product experience and AI experience thrown into the mix. Confusing UX titles is nothing new. Kevin Liang wrote a magnificent piece on how UX titles provide bad UX for everyone involved. But the worrying trend I'm seeing now is that all of these new upcoming UX titles are gradually dropping the word user from them. Whether you're in a massive organization buried under layers of bureaucracy or on a startup constantly crunching to survive, the common thread is the same. Everyone is laser focused on their own specific metrics. In these environments, the mission of UX should be to provide context, to ensure we're solving actual pain points instead of just shipping out features to hit a quota. But here's the current issue. UX is no longer being treated as a discipline. It's being treated as a skill appended to other roles. And when everybody's doing a little bit of UX, is anyone actually looking out for the user? Take a look at the role of UX designer, for example. They are doing research, UI, interaction design, and animation. Yet their performance is often measured by KPIs like time and page or daily active users. You could also look at the product designer, who are even more heavily tied to business performance, and amidst the pressure of launch calendars, the time to actually process user feedback practically evaporates. We have shifted from empathy to viability. We're more concerned with return of investment than with the actual experience itself. And the latest State of UX report confirms this. To be clear, UX is a business role. Our goal is to find opportunities to make a product more successful. But by fragmenting UX into tiny skills in different people's jobs, we make the work redundant, and the UX professional ends up becoming undervalued. So, how do we fix this? For starters, let's stop treating UX as a deliverable. UX is not a wireframe in Figma, nor is it a slide deck. UX is a framework for truth. Jared Spool talks about the importance of selecting correct metrics. Instead of tracking usage or business output, a true UX metric would ask, did the user actually solve their problems? Now, I know the hardest part of this has always been translation. We often struggle to frame user solutions in a way that makes sense to business stakeholders. But to make UX work as a framework, we have to take this to heart. We must learn to translate UX metrics into business value, not the other way around. Letting business metrics dictate UX work. This distinction is critical as we nosedive into the age of AI. Interfaces are becoming less visual. We're moving away from screens and toward intent and results. No matter what tool you use or what acronyms you choose to put in your bio, your end user is still a human, and keeping them as a priority is the only thing that determines your actual effectiveness. I have a small challenge for you this week. Look at the project that you're currently working on and ask yourself, are you solving a product experience problem, trying to hit a metric? Or are you solving a user experience problem, helping a human overcome a pain point? Go beyond the titles and acronyms. The roots of the work are still the same. Curious about where UX may be heading in the future? On the next video, we'll tackle the invisible design, or how to design for AI when there's no longer a screen to draw on. If this sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. I truly appreciate it. Until the next video, make sure to stay creative and stay creating.